Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Recap, covering market moves in indexes, sectors, technology, crypto, currencies, and commodities for Thursday, June 12th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Max Profit. Key indexes were mostly up today except for the Russell 2000 index. The S&P 500 index closed at 6,045.20, rising by 22.95 points. Meanwhile, the Dow 30 index increased by 101.83 points, closing at 42,967.61. In terms of returns, the S&P 500 index showed a month-to-date total return of 2.26%. Among the indexes, only the Russell 2000 index displayed a year-to-date negative return of minus 4.11%, demonstrating a strong positive trend despite recent losses. Utilities led the sector gains with a 1.2% increase, closing at 413.55, marking 3 consecutive days of gains. The technology sector also performed robustly, rising 1% to a close of 4,727.38, highlighting its very strong positive trend. On the downside, communication services dropped by 0.58% to 364, and consumer cyclical fell 0.4%, closing at 1,720.48. Notably, the energy sector rose by 0.4%, closing higher for the 5th consecutive day, indicating mixed positive trends. Taiwan emerged as a top performer among global markets, with its ETF rising 1.6% to 56.73. Switzerland reached a new all-time high, closing at 56.31. France and Spain both recorded significant milestones, each achieving new highs within a strong positive trend. Taiwan's ETF notably achieved a weekly total return of 4.84%. Norway displayed a remarkable year-to-date total return of 28.39%. France's ETF continued its impressive performance with a year-to-date gain of 21.43%, showcasing very strong positive trends. Among tech stocks, Apple advanced slightly by 0.42 to a close of 199.20, despite a strong negative trend. NVIDIA gained 2.17, reaching 145, maintaining its strong positive trajectory.
Checking out crypto, I'm Timothy Satoshi. Currently, Bitcoin is at 106,962.66, down 1,706.71, showing a decrease of 1.5% and heading down for the 3rd day in a row. Despite this, it maintains a very strong positive trend. Meanwhile, Ethereum is priced at 2,703.28, dropping by 69.11 or 2.4%, with 2 consecutive days of decline. However, it exhibits a strong positive trend. BNB follows at 659.48, losing 8.18, with a 1.2% decrease over the past 2 days and a mixed positive trend. Solana is at 155.44, down 5.57 and a 3.4% drop, with 2 days down and a mixed negative trend. Lastly, Dogecoin is at 0.1856, reduced by 0.0073, which is a 3.8% decrease with a strong negative trend, down for 2 straight days.
For a look at foreign exchange, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The US dollar is currently down against several key currencies today. Against the euro, the US dollar stands at 0.8635, down by 0.0068, indicating a very strong negative trend with substantial downward volatility. It is the 5th consecutive day of decline for the US dollar. Facing the British pound, the trend is similarly negative, now at 0.7350, a drop of 0.0029, after breaking downward from a 3-day flat spell. Against the Japanese yen, at 143.5520, the US dollar experienced a downward breakout post a 3-day lull, marking the same trend continuation. For the Swiss franc, the US dollar price is 0.8110, plunging by 0.0090 with very strong volatility. Against the Australian dollar, it rests at 1.5310, down by 0.0064, exhibiting another downward breakout after days of sideways movement.
I'm Max Profit, along with our AI hosts Timothy Satoshi, Victoria Cashmore, and Liquidity. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check in weekdays after 9:45 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 4 p.m. New York time for more market reports, and check in daily for in-depth stock, index, sector, crypto, currency, and commodity coverage. Thanks for watching.